Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Arjun Chaudhary. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Thursday, the 3rd of March. Indian Prime Minister seeks opposition's cooperation for passage of important bills. Pakistan top official admits harboring Afghan Taliban leaders. And 3 Hizbul Mujahideen militants killed in an encounter in India's Kashmir. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday sought the cooperation of the opposition parties in passing important bills in the parliament. The government wants to pass key bills, including the Goods and Services Tax Bill.
The opposition should help the government to pass important bills in both houses of parliament so that people of India could reap its benefits, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Thursday. The Prime Minister said this while replying on the motion of thanks to President Pranab Mukherjee's address in the lower house. The Narendra Modi-led government is determined to roll out the Goods and Services Tax Bill from April 2016 that seeks to streamline India's tax administration by eliminating different structures in different states. But it is facing stiff resistance from several opposition parties, including the Congress Party, which ironically was the first to propose it.
GST भी हम कल से सुन रहे हैं, ये तो हमारा है, ये तो हमारा है, ये तो हमारा है, ये भी तो आप ही का है। GST बिल आप ही का है और उसको रोका जा रहा है। कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन बिल, ये कौन कंज्यूमर है, उससे रोका गया है। इंसॉल्वेंसी एंड बैंक्रप्सी कोड हम सोचें।
The Prime Minister also proposed that only women parliamentarians should speak in Parliament on March 8th to mark the International Women's Day. Modi's call for cooperation comes at a time when the opposition has been trying to corner the government over a host of issues, ranging from a Hyderabad research scholar Rohit Vemula's suicide and the arrest of Jawaharlal Nehru University students.
In a rare admission, advisor to Pakistan's Prime Minister on Foreign Affairs, Sartaj Aziz said that Taliban leaders are living in Pakistan or have kept their families in the country.
Pakistan can influence and pressurize Taliban leaders to hold peace talks with Afghanistan as their leadership stays in the country and also get medical facilities, Aziz said in an unusually candid conversation. For years, Pakistan had denied providing safe haven to the militants on its soil. We have some influence over them because their leadership is in Pakistan and they get some medical facilities. Their families are here. We can use those levers to pressurize them to say, "Come to the table," he said. Aziz further threatened the Taliban leaders of restricting access to hospitals and other facilities if they reject peace talks. We told the Taliban leaders that we have hosted them enough for 35 years and we can't do it anymore because the whole world is blaming us just by their presence here, he added. Aziz made the comments at Washington's Council on Foreign Relations think tank on March 1st. While a faction of Taliban is expected to join Afghan officials on the negotiation table in the next few weeks, the main group has laid out preconditions for talks, which include withdrawal of all foreign troops from the country and official recognition of Taliban's political office in Qatar.
In neighboring Afghanistan, US General John Nicholson took command of NATO's Resolute Support Mission in Afghanistan. In a ceremony in Afghanistan's capital city of Kabul, Nicholson took over charge from US Army General John Campbell, who served as the commander of the mission for 18 months. As the new commander, Nicholson will lead NATO's effort to train, advise and assist the Afghan security forces and institutions and help them further improve their effectiveness and sustainability. He takes command of around 13,000 international troops, including 9,800 Americans in the war-torn country, when Afghanistan witnesses an escalation in the Taliban's war against Kabul. With elections in Pakistan-administered Kashmir just around the corner, The opposition has accused the ruling government led by Pakistan People's Party of resorting to corrupt practices and using its might to suppress opposition voice.
Members of opposition PMLN have criticized the misuse of power by the PPP government led by Chaudhry Abdul Majid to suppress the opposition ahead of the upcoming election. Citing recent clashes between PPP and PMLN workers, the opposition accused the government of creating an atmosphere of fear in the region. They charged the government with implicating opposition workers and activists on flimsy grounds and arresting them without holding any proper inquiry.
अफरा तफरी पैदा करना चाहता है। ये अफरा तफरी पैदा करके बरादरियों को एक दूसरे के खिलाफ लड़ाना चाहते हैं और बरादरियों को तकसीम करके बरादरियों को लड़ाकर चौधरी मजीद कोशिश ये कर रहा है कि पीपल्स पार्टी की जो इबरतनाक शिकस्त होने वाली है उस इबरतनाक शिकस्त को वो किसी तरह रोकने में कामयाब है। आज़ाद कश्मीर का कोई मसला ये हल नहीं कर सके सिवाय अफरा तफरी। हाँ, एक मसला इन्होंने किया कि पीपल्स पार्टी के वज़रा ने लूट मार इतनी कर ली है कि उन्होंने अपना मसला हल कर लिया है।
Locals claim that the rudimentary political structure in place in Pakistan-administered Kashmir is anything but representative and democratic. They say the people are suffering due to frequent clashes between the ruling and opposition parties.
Moving on, Indian security forces have eliminated 3 militants in an encounter in northern Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama district. The security forces had launched a cordon and search operations in Mirpura village on Wednesday night, following information about the presence of militants there. The encounter began when the militants opened fire at the security personnel. The gunfight ended in the wee hours of Thursday morning after security personnel gunned down all 3 militants who belong to the banned Hizbul Mujahideen terror outfit of Pakistan. 2 AK-47 rifles, 6 magazines and a few hand grenades were recovered from the slain militants. Sikkim in northeastern India has been garnering applause for becoming the first 100% organic province in the country. While the journey towards this was not so easy, today Sikkim's agricultural pattern is posing to be a game changer. A report.
The Sikkim organic market in capital Gangtok is flooded with vegetable buyers. This was not the case few days ago when farmers did not have a dedicated area for selling their produce. The market is part of the provincial government's plan to push organic farming. Sikkim, sitting on the laps of the Himalayas, which was declared the first 100% organic province of India last month, achieved harmony with nature due to relentless endeavour of its farmers coupled with support from its government.
शुरुआत में तो ये खेती करने में थोड़ा दिक्कत हुआ था। उस टाइम उतना ज़्यादा सब्जियां नहीं निकल पा रहा था। उसके बाद गवर्नमेंट ने हम लोगों को पूरा सपोर्ट किया और मिनिमम सपोर्ट कैश भी दिया है। उसके बाद धीरे धीरे करके सोइल फर्टाइल हुआ। उसके बाद तो अभी तो अच्छा ही हो रहा है।
The path to transforming Sikkim into an organic province was fraught with challenges. With rough mountainous terrain and severe Himalayan weather, farmers were barely sustaining themselves. And in 2003, when the provincial government banned use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides and asked farmers to adopt natural method of farming, farmers grew apprehensive of its feasibility. But today, Sikkim stands successful in its bold mission with its organic produce demand soaring by the day and farmers earning 20% more than they did.
हम लोग अभी यंग जनरेशन क्या भी अभी जुड़ रहे ताकि इसको थोड़ी सी नया टेक्नोलॉजी डालकर हम लोग इसको पहले एक ही डैंग में एक ही बैट में एक ही चीज लगाता था। अभी क्या यंग जनरेशन क्या कर रहा है कि उसी बैट में 2-3 क्रॉप डाल के एक फायदा ये है कि अगर इंसेक्ट अगर एक चीज को खाने के बाद में 2 चीज बच जाता है तो ये हम लोग अभी ये ट्रायल बेसिस पे कर रहा है।
The Indian federal government has now decided to set up National Organic Farming Research Institute to extend research and technological support to organic farming systems in the country. With clean air, water, soil and pure vegetables, Sikkim has made tryst with nature.
The game of polo has progressed to come a long way in Sri Lanka. Polo players are now playing the game on three-wheel motorcycle, and the contests are often dramatic.
First there was a horse polo, then bike polo, and in more recent times the elephant polo. But now a new form of polo has emerged, the tuk-tuk polo. The game is popular in Sri Lanka, where participants play the polo game on three-wheel motorcycle. The motorcycles are controlled by local drivers, while players concentrate on wielding the polo sticks from the rear seat.
Tuk-tuk polo is mounting tuk-tuks and playing polo. The sport originated, I guess, polo has been around for centuries, in India especially. And from that it went to elephant polo, started in Nepal back in the 70s. And Jeffrey Dobbs thought it might be quite fun to give it a go on tuk-tuks. So here we are today.
The rules of the game are similar to horse polo. No team may have more than 2 tuk-tuks in one half at any given time. Only one tuk-tuk of each side may enter the goal mouth, and no tuk-tuk can stop in front of the goal. While men may only play with their right hand, ladies can use both. Sri Lanka holds annual tuk-tuk polo tournament organized by Jeffrey Dobbs, an Australian hotelier who is settled in the island nation.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Indian Prime Minister seeks opposition's cooperation for passage of important bills. Pakistan top official admits harboring Afghan Taliban leaders. And 3 Hizbul Mujahideen militants killed in an encounter in India's Kashmir. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter at SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.